Hello, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're good. I'm aware it's been like nearly half a year. I say this every time, like when there's a gap between my videos, but life got busy. I got my hair done. Not that that's anything to do with that, but I was burnt out. I'm recovered now. I'm in a much better position than before. I've got a good job. I've nearly finished my own novel and I want to get back into my videos. Thank you for your patience if you've been subscribed. It's really nice to see so many of you here, so thank you for your support. So today I'm back with a quite impulsive video, should we say, because when I'm filming this, it is Black Friday weekend. I went to Waterstones. Yep, I did some damage on the card and I spent quite a bit on books and games for that matter. I just thought I'd show off what I got because it's double stamps and I knew it was coming. I planned it because I went to Norwich last weekend with my boyfriend. We love it there. Oh, that could be a whole other video in itself, or I'll write about it on my blog. We'll see. I'll link it down below if possible. And I saw a load of books, but I was like, I know Black Friday is coming up, double stamps. So I restrained myself, and I'm glad I waited because my local Waterstones had the books I wanted. So I kind of splurged and I never thought I would go in and come out with one of these size bags. Ooh, it's quite heavy. Yeah, I did quite a bit of damage. So let's open it up and see what I got. So I mentioned I got some games, so I thought I'd go straight into those first. But before I do, I don't know what it is. I've been obsessed with trying new games recently, as long as they're easy to get into. And I don't want to bring it up again, but, well, no, actually I will. The Norwich trip, where they have board game cafes, and I love them. They're just so chilled, so relaxed, just a really good vibe and a really good place to see friends. And where do I start with this? Because there was one game I wanted to try, which is the Waterstones game of the month, which I haven't really planned this video, but I'll just go straight into it, is the Hues and Cues game, which is like a rainbow game. So you see my little light and the reflection there. Oh. And it's kind of a guessing game of colours. It was really quick and easy to pick up. It's for 3 players or more, and you are given a card with 4 colours on it. You pick one, and then you have this, like, if you're the person reading out the colour, the other players have to guess the colour based on one prompt. So you could say like carrot if it's like similar to orange, but you can't say the actual color. Or if it's like purple and it's maybe a lavender, or I don't know, sky, I don't know. That's the first one. Then the second go is if they're close enough or they need some erring towards another bit of the board or the gradient on the board, then you can say like, oh, I've gone with carrot, so what's another example? Slimy pumpkin, if you're going for that kind of vibe. That might work, it might not. And then the other players move towards where they think the colour is, and then whoever's closest gets points or may not. So that was just really quick and easy to play. I've probably botched that, so I may have sold it or not to you, but I would really recommend it. And I'm really, really picky with the games that I enjoy. So yeah, there was that one. And this is kind of like a family investment, so you can play this over the Christmas season. So that's very exciting. And I thought I'd just show you these ones because I am a massive Uno fan. I saw this in Sainsbury's. It's Uno No Mercy, and this is lethal. I'm obsessed with Uno, and I've got the Uno Flip, which is like purple, so that you have so many cards. But this one, you can have an extra 10 cards per card each, and the rules are a tiny bit different, but this is just, yeah, if you're on one with your friends, this is the one to try. And then secondly is my new obsession, and I'm glad I got this edition. I've never tried this game before. It is Dobble, and I got the Harry Potter edition. It's like a quick and easy version of Snap. So anyone at any age can play it, and it's just so addictive. And because it's so quick and easy to pick up, I was on board, and yeah, I've pretty much win all the time. I'm a pro at this. Going back to the games that I got from Waterstones because of the double stamps, they had some really good ones on, so I had to restrain myself. I actually did an online order as well, where I got Canine Chaos, which is like this really, really quick and easy, it looks quick and easy to pick up again, game of like matching cards, and they're like celebrity edition. They're like Beyonce barks or something. I probably botched that, but I know Brad Pitt Bulldog, and so just named after that. And then I got 2 more games. I'd like things like quite cutesy and little, so I got this first one. It sounds fishy, so I haven't played this before, but I've seen videos on it and it just sounds fishy. It sounds really good and quick and easy to pick up, so I look forward to playing that. And in a nice like little travel tin as well. It's a bit of a pain to open because I don't have any nails, but there's that one that we can try over the festive season. And then finally is Herd Mentality. I've played the big version of this where it's got the squishy cow, and this comes with a wooden cow. And then also the music and movies edition, which is, how do I describe this? It's basically you're trying to get as many people to answer the same answer as possible to a question. So, for example, instead of me coming up with one, why don't I just show you one of the cards? So, what is the best flavour of ice cream? So, you go around, you come up with your answer, and if they're taking long, you can moo at them. I love doing that just to speed them up. So, what is your what is the best flavour of ice cream? Whereas I might say it's vanilla, yes, I'm very boring like that. Some people may go like chocolate chip, and whoever gets the most, they get like a point, and then whoever gets the least gets the cow. It's just a cutesy, funny, silly game, and again, really easy to pick up. Like I said, I was in Waterstones. I wanted those double stamps, so I got what I wanted. So yeah, I'm pretty stocked for games at the minute, shall we say. But getting to the books, which is why you're really here. This is kind of a book channel. I just post what I want, and I got five books. I can count, I promise. 5 books. 4 of them were in the buy one get one half price, and then another, I was feeling very generous and let my boyfriend put a book in the basket as well. Gosh, it's a fat pile. But first off is one I hadn't expected to put in my pile. I went in knowing what books I wanted to get, and this was not one of them. What's new there? This is called The Covenant of Water by Abraham Verghese. It basically sounds like a coming of age story. It's told across 3 generations set in India. I'll just read you the top bit. From the New York Times best-selling author of Cutting for Stone comes a stunning and magisterial epic of love, faith and medicine set in Kerala, South India, following 3 generations of a family. Sounds really tough, but also the kind of book I would read and enjoy, because when it tells the story of a life and overcoming hardship, that's the kind of book I want to read. And just the fact, I just love books where you can read and live someone else's life in just a few hours. That's my kind of vibe. And it was also an Oprah's book club pick for 2023. The next one was not my pick. This is Julia, so by Sandra Newman. And I actually, I don't know a lot about this. I've only heard it through the grapevine that it's based on the 1984 book by George Orwell, which I have not read also, which I don't know if I want to read that. We'll see. I'm not really like into the old school literary fiction types, but who knows, it may creep onto my list. So yeah, I don't really know much about this. I will read you the blurb, but you can skip to the next book if you're not interested in that. This one is Big Brother is Watching Her. So I think it tells the story from Julia's point of view, who is a character in 1984. I may be wrong. Again, I have not read it. Julia Worthing works in the fiction department at the Ministry of Truth. She knows how to survive life under the iron rule of the party and its leader, Big Brother, a world of constant surveillance, doublethink and thought crime. But when she encounters a mid-level worker of the outer party, a man called Winston Smith, she begins to lose her grip and can no longer safely navigate her world. Not the kind of vibe I would go for, but this is what my boyfriend put in the pile. So there we go, he got that. I was feeling very generous. The next 2 are mine. This one, I can't believe I didn't put this in my basket sooner, but I'm glad I waited. So my boyfriend actually has the hardback of this, and then a few of my friends have recommended this to me, and they're 1, surprised that I haven't read it yet. 2, it's an Irish novel. 3, they've all loved it and given it 5 stars. And it's also been some of our friends' families' book club pick, and it was just a hit all round. So I think it kind of speaks for itself. And when I show you, you may be like, Lizzie, why didn't you read this sooner? Obviously, it is The Bee Sting by Paul Murray. And you're probably wondering, if your boyfriend's got the hardback, why not just read his? I don't like reading hardbacks. I much prefer paperbacks. They're so much easier to read. And then if I like this that much, I can scribble on it as much as I want. That's it. I'm kidding. This was shortlisted for the Booker Prize last year, which lost out to Prophet Song by Paul Lynch. I read that other one. It was so bleak. I can understand its transcendence. Like, it was so transcendingly devastating and dark. Like I said, just bleak. And this was predicted to be the winner, so it was a bit of a surprise. But this one is a fat watch, but I'm looking forward to reading about the characters and the story, and the fact this isn't so literary type and unpretentious. So yeah, not sure when I'll read this, but it will soon creep up the list for sure. The final book I got before I get to another fat one is Carla by Colin Walsh. This one I'm really mixed about this, so I thought I would give this another go because I'm reading it on my Kindle. I got it in the deals. I'm about 25% through and I'm just really not enjoying it. And if I'm not mistaken, again, I think this is an Irish author. I just love Irish authors, Irish novels. I don't know what it is. It's just so comforting. And this one, on the other hand, is like a crimey thriller type. It's quite dark. Our friends who read it, they enjoyed it and compared it to Eliza Clark's Penance, which I friggin' loved. I gave that about 5 stars, I think, or maybe close to. That was so different to anything I've ever read. And this one, yeah, I'm just not enjoying the Kindle experience. So I thought I would give it another go in book form and see where that one takes me. And finally, this fat wodge in front of me is The Stand by Stephen King. Never read any of his books. My boyfriend has read, I want to say 1 or 2 of his books. I have read his memoir on writing. Loved that. I don't know what book of his I'm going to read, but I had no choice in this. Like I said, I was feeling very generous and my boyfriend bought this, or I bought it for him. He put it in the basket. I could be completely missing a trick here in terms of why I haven't read probably I don't know if he's one of the greatest novelists of our time. Like, I say that with pure ignorance. I don't know. I've not read any of his books, but they're just a fat wodge piece of work. And this is like, it's so heavy and it's like Bible paper. It's like really thin. So yeah, that was my haul. My boyfriend and I, our haul, whatever. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, short and sweet. If you got books over the weekend from the Waterstones Black Friday deal, let me know what you got. I'm always interested in what other people have got too. Before I sign off this video, I also got the Normal People script. I got that online because I can't see it in bookshops anywhere. I absolutely love Sally Rooney's Normal People. It's just one of my favourite books ever, probably one of my top 3. Yeah, now I'm finishing off this video. I hope to see you in my next one. Sorry it's been a while, and you may see a few pop up from me of like monthly recaps. I'll see how I feel because editing does take me a little bit of time, but yeah, thank you for your patience. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you soon. Bye.